So what was this icebreaker question you had for me, Squeedo?
Yeah, so I've been going around asking random people.
Nobody cares. No, I'm kidding. All right, sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
In terms of, it can be, across video games, movies, or TV shows. It can be like everything, or you can focus on one medium. But what's a genre that you cannot stand? I've gotten different answers every time.
What can't I stand movie-wise? Genre. That's hard.
Yeah.
Genre?
Yeah.
Because, I like them all.
Like, you see a trailer for a movie, and you're like, oh, they made another one of these kinds of movies?
I don't have that reaction.
So, an answer I got from a friend was biopics. Specifically, musical biopics about singers.
Really?
There are a fuck ton of musical biopics. You got like Bohemian Rhapsody, you got Rocket Man.
Right, but those are all fun.
Complete Unknown just came out.
Like Elvis was fucking sick. You know what I mean? Like that. Those were fun.
Yeah, but it's a genre he can't stand.
I hear you, and you know what? I understand you, but I understand where you're coming from, but I don't perceive it like you do. You know, It's like these are fun. They're easy stories, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind biopics, but I get it. I totally get it. Because I do feel like if you're going to talk about musical biopics, they are all kind of samey.
Uh-huh.
But that's fine. That's just kind of what they are.
I hear you. I can't think of a genre. I'm being frank. I'm sitting here trying to fire all the neurons in my brain. I can't think of a genre, really.
I mean, you could even think of like not even like a category of movie.
Huh. Well, Sony Spider-Verse.
Well, yeah.
Anything.
I don't know anyone that can stand that.
Anything Sony Spider-Verse. Just get this shit out of my face right now, man. If we're talking animated, that's different. But that's it. Yeah. Literally, that's it right now. It's terrible.
Yeah. My pick for genre would offend you.
Oh.
But you already know it.
Oh. What would your pick be?
It's zombie movies.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
I don't really like zombie movies.
I hear you.
But there are exceptions, like Shaun of the Dead or Zombieland.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
But most of the time when... It honestly even extends to video games, which is funny because I'm playing through the Resident Evil games right now. But it's I don't know. It's just a thing of, like, I feel like a lot of zombie stories are just kind of samey. But it's also... it's also a hypocritical thing, though. Because I love slashers. Slashers are very samey. So it's like, you know?
Yeah, that's
so it's like I love slasher movies, but I can't stand zombie movies.
Now that's interesting.
Yeah. See, it's a weird thing, but that's just kind of how my brain is. Like, I watch a zombie movie, and I'm just like, eh. But then I watch a slasher movie, and I'm like, yes, more of that.
Oh. Shit, I'm not sure. How did you like 28 Days Later?
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was great, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it like a 7 out of 10. Like, it's a solid movie.
Solid.
Cillian Murphy's great in it.
Yes, Cillian elevates it by like a point and a half. Easy.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy's great in it. I like a lot of... Would you say the first 2 acts, like before they get to the house?
The military.
Yeah, like before they find... I like that a lot before they found the military.
Right. Well,
when they get to the military, that's kind of when the movie's like, all right.
Yeah. I feel like probably like I have to say like the most shocking some of the most shocking what's a good way to say shot that's a different word?
Frame?
Yeah, like one of the most shocking like frames I've ever seen in cinema history is those shots of London just completely vacant.
Yeah, it's a fantastic opening. It's a great opening.
It's a crazy opening. I don't think the logistics of it too much. Guy was on a bed for a month. He should be dead. Yeah, I mean, bro had no water. What's going on? But
it's suspension of disbelief.
Right, and it's worth it. So the movie itself, what's the word? You could tell it's very low budget, and it was como se dice. But I think it played to its strengths here because it feels more found footage and real. You know, I also like how innovative. What's the word? I like how dire it tried to make things. Like, these zombies are not something that you're going around killing left and right. These are something to be afraid of, and really, the rage virus was like the first version of the, you know, screaming their fucking head off, going crazy zombie. You know what I mean? Like, the zombie that is actually formidable, not these slow moving fucks. You know what I mean? And it's way more interesting. Absolutely, because, you know, now it's no longer like, could I survive a zombie apocalypse? And now it's no longer like, okay, how would I prep for one? Now it's like, God forbid there's one like that. Like, whenever I'm thinking like, oh, in a zombie apocalypse, I pray to God it's The Walking Dead. Because if I fucking look outside and I see a volatile run past the window, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? It's over. It's over. I can't see it. If this is Left 4 Dead shit and I got a tank knocking at my door, nah, bro. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't need it. But yeah, 28 Days Later started all of that. And how dire everything felt. I felt like, you know me, man. I love character work. And I forget her name, but the main woman, the one with the machete. I love her look, her aesthetic, her actor, her writing, everything about her. It's just, it's wholly unique to her. I love it. You know what I mean? What's the word? Like, that's a girl boss, damn it. You know what I mean? That's a girl boss. They were doing it back then. Shit.
I think for me with zombie stories, one thing is I always find it harder to gravitate towards those kinds of characters. Like, I'm not talking specifically the woman in 28 Days Later. I agree, she was great. I like her character a lot. But I mean, just like in zombie stories in general. And it's because they have to survive, and I feel like, you know, there is room for character work in a lot of those kinds of stories, but it's just hard to like people. It's hard to like people, or I guess sympathize with them, for me, because I feel like in a zombie apocalypse, my brain immediately goes, oh, everyone's dead anyway.
Yeah.
That's like the first thing I think. But you do have it. Again, there are exceptions to the rule, though, because, you know, you have storylines like The Last of Us that are... To me, it's a perfect story. I wouldn't change anything about The Last of Us.
Well, I feel like the difference between The Last of Us and the regular other zombie storylines really is the fact that it was a video game. You know, the fact that you were playing through it, you were going through these issues with these two, made you feel so much more for them. You know, I haven't seen the TV show, so I don't know how good it is. I'm pretty sure it's decent.
The show does a couple things better than the game, and it does some things worse. It's an interesting adaptation. It's pretty accurate, though. Like, it's very faithful to the game. And it helps because I played the game as the show came out, watched the show, and then played through the game again. So I like that entire month that it came out, I was just on the Last of Us binge.
Zombies.
But it's very faithful. It's harder to work around certain things for them because I know that there's moments where, like, oh, this is exclusively works in gameplay, and it was harder for them to adapt into live action, or at least make it seem realistic, for more of like a TV kind of presentation, I guess you could say.
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd have to, right? Because
and then there's some things that are completely different than what is in the game. There's a lot of original stuff in it. In the sense that they add a lot more to every character's story. I mean, my favorite...
Go ahead.
I was going to say one of the best characters and best episodes of the show is about Bill. When you get to Bill's town, and that part is completely different than what is in the game, but I also kind of like it more than what was in the game. Same for Sam and Henry. I actually like Sam and Henry as characters more in the show than in the game.
Oh yeah, because I'm assuming you spend more time with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes a lot of sense.
There are episodes where Joel and Ellie are in like 2 scenes, and it's about other people, which is interesting.
That's the convenience of a show, is you do multiple perspectives in one episode. That's it's always been that way, and I'm glad they chose to construct it that way rather than just one sole perspective. Shows do work like that. Don't get me wrong. I mean, The Walking Dead in season 4 did a lot of what we call boomerang storytelling, where it was like, for example, in season 4, the team gets split up. And so 2 people are here, 2 people are over there, 3 people are over here, right? And these are all like vital characters. And so one episode's dedicated to their story and how they met up with the team at the end of like a 4-episode span. Second episode, that part. Third episode, that part. And then on the 5th episode, it's like them all meeting at this one place. You know what I mean? And so it's their stories, and they're all very different. It's like their own open and closed stories. And some people don't like that version of the storytelling. They wish it was all just done in one episode, back and forth, back and forth. But I don't think those stories specifically would have worked in that way, considering how basically for me is that you can tell that these stories were given room to marinate, and they are a lot more impactful in that regard. You understand? So I don't mind them being whole episodes. But that boomerang storytelling, is kind of specific to Walking Dead, but the original cutting from perspective to perspective, that is a very, very strong aspect of television. And so I'm glad they went that way instead of just that one sole perspective, because it's a different experience, because we already got the sole perspective. That's the difference. We already got the sole perspective.
And it's great because it allows for a different kind of world building in certain aspects of the show, The Last of Us.
Yes.
And it's also great because they provide a lot more exposition to before the outbreak. That you get to see a lot more of what happens before the outbreak. Because the game starts you right off the bat. You know, it's like shit is hitting the fan.
And it should, because it's a video game, right?
The entire first episode is that opening chapter. Well, most of the first episode is that opening chapter from the game, but you get to see way more of like the day leading up to that. And it's great.
I'm just glad that the writers understood that this needed to abide by the rules of TV, not video games, right? Because they're 2 very different experiences. I'm not saying one is inferior to the other. I'm saying they're different. That is what it is.
Yeah. That's why I'm excited for season 2, because I wonder how...
Oh, yeah.
How different and how similar it's going to be to the game.
Watch Joel survive. Wait a minute.
I wouldn't be surprised if Joel doesn't die until like episode 3. Like if they drag it out, I would not be surprised. But if they go, right off the bat, first episode, I think that'd be the way to do it. Because that's kind of how it felt when you play the game.
Yeah.
It's like damn, off rip. Like, man, let me breathe.
Don't make me off rip. Listen, man, don't make me rant about that shit, because I will be here for the next 30 minutes. All right. I have talked Squeedo's ear off about about the reception of Last of Us 2, bro. All right, so I'll save that for a whole other podcast. That's it. Cause
we can save it for when the show comes out. I think season 2 comes out in April.
Oh my god, because I still got all my talking points like in the back of my head. Those memories have not been excavated. You know what I mean? They're still there. So trust, when it becomes more relevant, we'll talk about it.
I just know that I'm probably gonna like Abby and like her friends more in the show.
Yeah,
simply because of like exposition and different subplots and that kind of thing. Because they get to work with that a lot more.
They get more build up, right?
Yeah.
I just have to say, man, Last of Us 2 I told you this once. I tell you a million times. Balls. That's all it is. Balls. You've never seen fucking Donkey said it best. We're gonna react to that video, damn it. Donkey said it best. What game have you ever played where the villain kills the good guy in the first 10 minutes and then halfway through the game you play as the villain, bro? Like, come on, you know what I mean? It's never happened before. That's ambition. No wonder it won those awards. Fuck, you know what I mean? Jesus.
How do you feel about Naughty Dog's new game?
What new game are they playing?
Intergalactic something.
Oh, yeah. I saw that trailer. I forgot about it. I'm sure it's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's Naughty Dog. Like, I don't care what it is. I'll take my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hate people on the internet. Because, like, I've seen people immediately complaining. It's like, oh, another female protagonist. It's
like, shut the fuck up. Who cares?
Why is that a problem?
Naughty Dog wants to make a story. Let him make a story. That's it. Naughty Dog has been consistent for 20 years. Let him cook.
Yeah, I don't think people are paying enough attention to the fact that it's a new IP. Like, this is new. It's brand new. It's not The Last of Us. It's not Uncharted. It's not Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter.
It's not gender switching anybody. This is an original story with original characters made by, I'd have to say, the best video game narrative writers right now.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Naughty Dog knows how to make a linear story.
Yeah, so, I'm so curious as to how the game's going to be.
Absolutely. And like I said,
I'm going to avoid trailers for it probably, because I know it's going to be very story heavy.
Yep. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm just going to wait for the game. And I'm there day one. That's it.
I just want to see how the gameplay is going to look, and that's it. I don't need the story trailer. Just give me gameplay demo. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Easy.
I'm being honest, man. Like, for me, it really is just that mentality of, it's Naughty Dog. What more do you have to say? Mm-hmm. It's Naughty Dog. It's like when Rockstar drops a new title. It's Rockstar. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? It makes no sense not to buy it. It is what it is.
Dude, GTA 6 is going to break everything.
It's like when From Software drops. Elden Ring, Dark Souls. Like, it's a From Software game. Just buy it. Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
That's it.
Those are developers you can pre-order from.
I'm thinking about Sucker Punch. Haven't they had that title?
Sucker Punch?
Yeah. Well, they made Ghost of... They're up to Ghost of Tsushima now.
Yeah. And then they got Ghost of Yotei coming out. They did Infamous, which is a great series.
Right. Infamous. They had Sly Cooper in the PS2 era. Infamous in PS3. And then
I like Sucker Punch a lot.
Yeah. Like, for me, Sucker Punch, I think they're up there. If I have to think about it, like, what's a bad game they've made?
Can't think of one.
You know?
I'm sure someone will say, "Oh, this Infamous game was aight." Like, okay,
all right, listen, Bucko.
All right,
but yeah, like, it really is like with Naughty Dog. It's a Naughty Dog game. Buy it. That's it.
Yeah.
With Rockstar, it's a Rockstar game. It's a From Software game. Like, just buy it. Don't worry about the title. No one cares. Just buy it. That's it.
Yeah.
Buy it, never play it. It's all right. Yeah. Like most of my Steam library. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
A lot of people were talking about Intergalactic on Twitter after the Game Awards. I was hyped for The Witcher 4. That was my thing.
I mean, it's Witcher.
I saw that trailer and I'm like, peak. I'm already going to buy it.
Yeah, man. Another female protagonist. Oh, my God. Get him out of here.
Oh, dude, the discourse for The Witcher 4 was insane.
What?
Because people were not complaining about just the fact that it was a female protagonist, which not only is it a female protagonist, it's a character that's been in the franchise before. Right. She's actually one of the most important characters in the Witcher lore. But people were just like, females can't be Witchers. And so there's a YouTuber named Neon Knight that does a lot of Witcher like lore videos and stuff. He made a full video saying, actually, in the lore, there are no female Witchers, but they never explicitly say a female can't become a Witcher. And he just shot everyone's argument down.
It's like a woman working in waste management. It's like, well, you can be one, but usually women don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's it.
And it was like, that video was so good because it was no bias, only lore. Like, he was specifically like pulling from books, and it's like, some people had a lot of misinformation, like people that were defending the idea of a female Witcher. It's like, yeah, there was a female Witcher in the books named, I forgot what name it was, but he was like, actually, she's not a Witcher. She passed the trial to become a Witcher or whatever, but she wasn't actually like considered one. So like, he pulled out like full lore. He disproved people that were for it. He disproved people that were against it, and it was great. So I'm excited for it. Ciri was my favorite character in The Witcher 3. I'm glad she's the protagonist now.
It's CD Projekt Red.
I wonder what they're going to do. I love CD Projekt Red.
I just, that's my thing. Is I'm assuming they learned their lesson about listening to these fucking, what's the fucking thing? Stockholders. That's it.
Stockholder, yeah.
You know, that's it. Because that's what Cyberpunk suffered from, is the fact that it was being pushed out because of stockholders. That's it. It really is just the pressure from the company. And so now that big travesty happened, they can learn from it and move on. And they're leaning on a franchise that is guaranteed to make good money. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
And from a business perspective, perspective, it makes total sense. So I just hope they can cook up a really good game, nothing that seems half-assed, something really good, and that's finished. This is their deciding fate, pretty much. If they can't nail Witcher 4, yikes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have faith in them because they make really good narratives. Just from what I've seen, they make really good narratives. So
I got to go back to Cyberpunk because I did play it for a bit. Like I started it, but this was before they made all the fixes and the changes and stuff. Like it wasn't broken when I played it. Like a lot of the patches were already out. But this is before they did the whole 2.0 overhaul and basically revamped the game from top to bottom. And that whole marketing campaign they did was sick too, because they dropped the trailer for like the DLC expansion, the Phantom Liberty expansion, and literally, so Idris Elba is in that expansion. He plays like one of the characters that protects the president or whatever. And in the trailer, he just looks at the camera and he says, "The game is fixed," and then he just shoots like the screen. And I'm like, damn, they're just straight up telling everyone, "Hey, the game's fixed now.
Come on, guys.
You can play
Come on,
it."
guys.
It's like, what a slogan for your marketing campaign is "the game is fixed."
I mean, shit, it works. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro got the point across. Damn.
he did. But yeah, after that whole 2.0 update, it's been on my radar to go back and restart Cyberpunk and give it a real fair chance.
Yo, Twitch streams, all right? What's that link? Say it out loud.
Twitch.tv/thesquito.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. I'm playing Resident Evil 4 right now.
He is. That shit slaps.
It's peak. Bro, it's so good. It's already better than 2 and 3. I said it many times, but it's so true.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I don't doubt you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because people were all over this game when it came out. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's really good. I heard Ashley was a lot more annoying in the OG version of Resident Evil 4. And I can't imagine, because there was one section where Ashley kept getting fucking like kidnapped by one of the villains. Yeah. That shit pissed me off, bro. I kept getting mission failed.
Bruh.
So I can't imagine having to deal with Ashley's bitch ass in the OG version.
But anyway, we're getting off topic here.
Yeah.
When it comes to the zombie genre, way back.
Yeah.
When it comes to the zombie genre, I mean, I've always been a big fan of it. Absolutely. I also do realize that there is so much mediocrity within the genre. Oh my god, it is.
That's
absolutely
also horror
ridiculous.
in general.
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking back, like for example, me and Squiddo, we watched Dawn of the Dead, and I did not enjoy it as much as I remembered. I'm being honest.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
I enjoyed bits of it, but when I was watching it with Squiddo, I noticed, and he noticed it as well. I swear it's like we're on the same fucking wavelength whenever we watch stuff together, man. And so when we were watching Dawn of the Dead, like when I was pausing to point out an inconsistency, he already had the thought in his head, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. So when I was watching that shit, I noticed that, like, yo, Zack Snyder did not really listen to James Gunn when he wrote that script. I'm just being frank.
Yeah, it's so weird too, because it's like, obviously when you're watching a movie, you don't know the script, like you don't read the script, but there is a disconnect between like what the characters are saying and doing versus how it's presented
and the tone, right,
and the tone, and it's so weird. It just it was not a good match.
And
I don't think.
I agree, man. It really wasn't. You know, but it spawned a lot. You know, and I mean, mainly because of the modern look. The modern look, along with a badass character and that shotgun cop. Yeah, he did really good. You know.
Yeah, I do gotta watch the OG George Romero Dawn of the Dead.
I do too.
Yeah, I know that would be an interesting watch.
I'm still thinking of a genre that I like genuinely every time I hear of, my brain turns off.
Yeah,
it's not musicals,
because the genre is so broad.
Right, it really is broad. It's not musicals. It's not horrors. Christmas horror. Yeah, that turns me off.
I feel like that's such a niche.
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I mean, it's a reasonable pick. It's totally valid.
It doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? It's a complete contradiction. Like, what are we doing? Yeah.
Christmas and horror. Yeah.
It don't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, those two should not go hand in hand.
Video game movies. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I feel like we're getting a little better though.
A little bit.
Sonic 3 was cool.
A little bit. Oh,
There's
I know. I have a perfect one. I have a perfect one. I have to remember. I have to remember the name of it though. Fuck. What was the name? How do I not remember his name? What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, anything directed by Ridley Scott. I'm being frank right now. Shit. I see director Ridley Scott. I'm like, all right, it's lazy. Cool. You know what I mean?
Ridley Scott genre.
I'm just being honest, bro. Like, I'm sorry. It's what it is.
Did you hear about... Oh my god, you just reminded me. Did you hear about apparently the DP talking about how Ridley Scott wanted to film Gladiator 2? And like how fucking lazy it was?
I heard. I saw some bullet points. I don't remember them though, but I remember it being terrible.
It was some shit like every scene they had like 10 different camera angles, and just like basically shot all the angles at once just so that they could pick the best one in the edit.
Jesus Christ!
And it's like so that the frames weren't even like purposeful. Like it's just bro was freeballing it.
Yeah, right. It's like,
he was
we'll fix it in
freeballing
post.
the cinematography.
We'll fix it in post, right?
Yeah. Like, bro, you can't just film 10 different angles like that. I mean, come on.
Well, he just wants to skip to the editing. Right.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Yikes. Oh, I got it. Monster movies. Like remember the phrase, kaiju movies. Stuff
okay,
like that.
Yeah, that's good.
That's one. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm like, oh, Jesus, another marketing campaign. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's just marketing. Jesus.
Like, look how big this monster is. It's bigger than the last one you saw.
Whoa! You know?
Oh, with monster movies, I would say disaster movies.
Oh.
Since you brought that up.
You know what? I actually agree with you. Disaster movies, ever since 2012, all I think is you can't do better. Like 2012 is like, I saw Geostorm and I'm like, but it's not 2012 though. Yeah, that's it. It's literally all the same shit once you get past 2012. That's it. That's why I like the movie Don't Look Up. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence in it. And I like that movie a lot because it's about the end of the world, but it's more about the government's and the public's response to the message that the world is ending. Would they even care? You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a really fun commentary. It's also got some great comedy in it. It's got some good spoofs. And it's basically just around the world of politics, and it's great.
A monster movie that I think tells that perspective very well without, being comedic is Shin Godzilla.
I haven't seen Shin Godzilla. I hear it's good.
It's from what I remember reading, that movie was supposed to be a criticism of how the Japanese government responded when the tsunami hit Japan in 2011. And so basically a lot of Shin Godzilla, from what I remember, I only saw it one time. From what I remember, it's a lot of like Godzilla destroying shit, and then it would cut to like government officials in like a boardroom talking about, well, shit, what are we gonna do about this? and not really doing anything to like stop it, because it's like how do you stop Godzilla?
Yeah, that's real. Shit. No, what's the word? Another show that like really does well. It's actually in the zombie genre, and facing the politics of it. It's a show. All of Us Are Dead. It's a Korean zombie show on Netflix, and I recently just rewatched it. And a lot of the time when you're watching these zombie shows, like the first thing is like, okay, the government's shutting everything down. It's shooting civilians, right? In the show, they go step by step to how the military gets to the point where they firebomb the quarantine zone. You know what I mean? Like, it's step by step showing the orders. Oh, they can be asymptomatic, so we don't know who's infected and who's not, stuff like that. They try quarantining. They try everything before they have to start killing people. Like, it's a slow progression. Like, these guys are actually competent. You know what I mean? And it ends with one of the leaders, after all of the smoke and mirrors, after all the fire, the infection is dealt with and it's finished. And at the end, the leader behind it all says, okay, I'm going to retire for the night. You take over. He's been up for like 72 hours or however long. He's been up like 4 or 5 days, maybe longer. So that's more than 72. Yeah. You get it. And so after all that, he says, I'm going to go to bed now. I need some sleep. He calls his wife. His wife said, "Is like, oh, can you bring some like milk and eggs on the way home? You really should pick up my phone calls." She starts nagging a little bit, but it's like, it's fun. It's whatever. It's a wife thing. And then when he hangs up the phone, the thing is, okay, I'm sorry. Let me introduce the scene correctly. He goes into his chambers where he has his uniform, hung up. So he goes, he puts on his uniform, he sits down on the chair, he calls his wife, talks random bullshit, smiles, laughs, and then hangs up the phone. When he hangs up the phone, he goes into his pocket and pulls out a revolver and self-deletes because he cannot handle the grief of what he did. He kills himself, you know? So he commanded all of that. It slowly rose up to that, and he blamed himself so much that he took his own life. You know?
Wow.
Stuff like that, right? Like, that is such a nuanced, great perspective to use here. A lot of these American shows and movies just cut to the chase. We don't want that. We want real people. We want that character work and that natural progression. Stuff like that is what's innovative and interesting, you know? So... Yeah, you know, like I said, there are always exceptions to any rule, and I think All of Us Are Dead is a great exception to like a dumb teen drama. You know what I mean? Turned into like a now mixing the zombie apocalypse into it, and it actually feels like you can actually feel the stakes. It no longer feels anywhere near as stupid. You know?
Yeah.
So I liked it very much. Speaking of genres you don't like, teen drama, that cuts me off immediately. I can't do it. Like
a teen drama?
Like a high school movie. You know what I mean? I can't do it.
Oh, okay.
Like 13 Reasons Why? I can't stand it.
Yeah, no, I can't
stand it. Because all I'm thinking
I remember...
was... Go ahead.
I remember my sister watching 13 Reasons Why, like when it first came out, because that was all the rage, right? Like everyone was talking about it. And just seeing parts of it, I'm like, this is just depressing to fucking watch. Like, why do people enjoy this? Why are people enjoying this?
I can't finish the show. And mainly because a lot of that stuff I can't relate to. And what I mean by that is that why do people care this much what people care about them? Do these guys have no parents whatsoever? That's my thing, is that their parents should have instilled some sort of self-worth into these people. Literally, none of the individuals who are named have self-worth. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. Like, not even a little, not a speck. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. And so after like the 7th episode, I'm like, so what, is this going to end with the girl killing herself at the end? All right. You know what I mean? Like, I already know the ending. Yeah. I know the punchline. You know what I mean? And I don't really care about the secret love or if the main guy gets with the girl at the end, because it's pretty predictable that he does. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, como se dice, at the end of it all I'm thinking is like, wow, this character that wrote the tapes is like pretty selfish too. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I fucking hate you all. Listen to me rant for 12 hours. Like, what? Jesus Christ. That's fucked up. So yeah, and then apparently the second, third season were like trying to harp on school shootings and whatnot, you know, and it's like, okay, sure, I don't care. Teen dramas have just never been my forte. That being said, I've seen great teen dramas. You know what I mean?
There's always exceptions.
There's always exceptions, but that's like a general genre that I just don't vibe with. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's like a lot of the problems are superficial. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It's like a lot of it is, this is high school. None of this matters past 18. Grow the fuck up. You know what I mean? That's all it is. For most of those movies or TV shows, it really is that. No one cares. That's what I thought in high school. It was just like, I don't know any of these fucking kids. Who cares? You know what I mean? Shit. I guess I'm just not smart enough. I can't relate.
I guess it's too advanced for my dumb pee brain.
My pew brain.
Yeah. Found footage is a fun one.
I love found footage. That's always been like done right, of course. You know?
Yeah.
Like, have you seen The Blair Witch Project?
No, not yet. That's like the found footage movie.
It really is. And then you have Blair Witch 2010, which is the antithesis of the Blair footage movie. It's fucking terrible, yeah. Jesus Christ.
I know one that definitely gets a bad rap simply because of its sequels is Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. I hear you.
Like, that first one is still really good.
It's fun, man. You know?
2 is I didn't watch 3. I've heard the marked ones is really good. I think that's like the 5th one. I heard the marked ones is pretty cool.
We gotta watch those movies, man, and rank them.
Yeah.
What's the word? There's this one foot. Oh yeah, anything Saw at this point. Like, I watched the first one, and then you watch 2 through like 8, and they're all terrible.
Saw
is like just.
Oh, yeah. In terms of a genre, I hate like that torture porn shit.
Torture porn. It really is just like. It's just unnecessary. Like Terrifier. Like, let me tell you something, man. Terrifier 2 was cool because of the novelty of the 80s, the fact that they actually hired a couple cool actors, the fact that they focused on the drama more than the kills. And then Terrifier 3 came around, and they focused on literally just the kills, and it was terrible because of it. Because I don't give a shit about your addiction to blood and guts effects. I really don't care. You know what I mean? You have one, maybe two really impactful kills in your movie, and they will be infinitely more memorable than the sea of impactful kills, because then you can't differentiate them from each other. You have to have normal kills to make the gory ones more impactful. That's it. And bonus points if the impactful kill has to deal with somebody who's actually like decent in the story. It's like, damn, they put him out like that. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. If you have something along those lines and it's used sparingly in your narrative, then you will be able to spawn even more sequels and realize even more fantasies. But if you just blow your load all in one film, guess what? You lose a franchise. That's it. The thing is, though, Terrifier 4 will be coming because it made money. Yeah, for sure. You know? But it will lose steam over time. That's it. Yeah. Because now the quality has dropped.
There are people that did love Terrifier 3, and it's just like, for me, Terrifier 3 just had too much in common with Terrifier 1 more than 2.
Man, and Terrifier 1 wasn't good either.
Terrifier 1 is genuinely an awful film.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've heard people say that Terrifier 1 is their favorite of the three movies. I don't see what you see, because Terrifier...
Y'all had a horrible childhood. That's all I'm going to say.
Terrifier 1 had no story.
Yep.
Terrible acting.
Yeah. Oh, the acting!
And there's like one memorable kill, and it's the one that everyone went crazy for when he sawed that girl in half. But it was whatever to me.
Right, because Terrifier 1 got big off of a crazy cool kill and a gimmick of Art the Clown. Terrifier 2 got big because it actually has some decent writing, a really cool lead character, and some gruesome kills along with Art the Clown. It had a lot more going for it. But then Terrifier 3 regressed, and then it was just kills and Art the Clown. That's it.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Like, the only parts of Terrifier 3 that come to mind are when he was hanging out with the one dude in the Santa costume. Because that part is funny. I agree. That part's funny. And then the kill afterwards is like, oh, just get it over with. What the fuck are we doing? The frozen hands and the slow death. Like, why? What are we doing? Go ahead. And then I also remember the final act, but mostly just when Art, every time he walked past Sienna when she was tied to the chair, he just smacked her on the back of the head every time. Like, that was funny. That's it.
Yeah, I don't mind that final sequence. They just took too fucking long. You know what I mean? Like, speed it up. And como se dice, I just hated all the pointless kills. Like, you know, like, what the fuck was that shower sequence? That makes no sense. What happened?
It was just goofy.
Yeah, it's just goofy, ridiculous, and drawn out for no reason. One really good positive was that one shot, that trailing shot of him entering the home with the Santa bag over his shoulder. That was
that's
really
a great
good.
shot.
That's like the one, like, that's marketing shot right there. That's what that is.
That was the one shot where I felt like, oh, they used the budget they had.
Yeah. What was it, like $2 million? Where did that movie, where'd that money go? Huh? Where'd it go?
Yeah, because it's shot exactly like Terrifier 1 and 2.
Bro.
I was like, where did your money go?
That's what I'm saying, bro. That is what it is. What can you do?
Yeah.
And, you know, like, you're not going to have a better kill than that second Terrifier movie because you were given time to innovate, given time to marinate, and that kill is way more gruesome than anything else on there. Meanwhile, Terrifier 3, they're all on the same level of gruesome, so they lose their flavor. I said it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's what it is. Jesus, how am I thinking that already? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just some fucking casual on the internet. How the fuck did I make that epiphany, but the guys behind the cameras didn't? What are we doing? Jesus.
I don't know, bro.
Basic writing skills. Like, that's all it is. I never taken a course. I just have common sense.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, like, when we say there's an exception to a genre, it's also, you know, the other way, that there are bad movies in genres that we love.
Oh, man.
And, honestly, I would put Terrifier there, too, because it is a torture porn movie, but it's also a slasher. It's just a slasher that I'm not a fan of.
Yep.
And it's crazy as well that I feel this way about the Terrifier series, because Terrifier 2 was in my fucking top 10 of 2022.
Yep.
Like, I enjoyed it that much. or it stuck out to me that much that I put it in my top 10.
Because it was indie. You know what I mean? It was indie. That's a big one for it, right? If this like was a film that had a budget of $100 million, yeah, like, that's very different.
Yeah.
But this little indie film with $100,000 budget, you know, like nothing but heart. You know what I mean? Nothing but heart.
The little film that could.
Right, you get it, and so you get behind it even more. I feel that way with indie games a lot. You know what I mean? Just because, just your game is amazing, filled with content, and it's $5, bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's when I get behind indie developers a lot more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's it. Like the long dark. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna plug them. Fucking $12 for literally like a decade's worth of content. Go ahead, play that shit. I'm being honest. Fucking like look at the PS2 era. MK Armageddon. 63 characters for $60. That is less than $1 per character. And that's just the characters. You got Motor Combat, you got Conquest, you got the Crypt with the alternate outfits, the cutscene. The intro fucking cutscene is worth the money alone. I'd pay a fucking ticket. You know what I mean? Jesus
I'd watch that shit in a theater.
Damn right. 4K resolution. Let's go, baby. Shit. And see, that's value. Meanwhile, we got MK1 charging $50 for a 2-hour story and 6 characters, bruh.
Yeah.
Get them out of here.
Oh yeah, and going back to like the zombie genre, that rings true for video games for me as well. It's not just zombie movies. I always think of Angry Joe. Hey Joe, you want to play a zombie game?
No, I don't want to play a fucking zombie game. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, like The Last of Us is fucking amazing, but then I get games like Dying Light where the gameplay's fun, but I don't give a shit about the story.
Well, the story's bad, universally. I don't think anyone cares about the story. They like Kyle Crane. That's about it, you know?
Yeah.
Days Gone, I was playing it. I really liked the gameplay and like the slow-paced survival aspect of it, but I couldn't get into it basically because of the scale of it, you know? Like, it was just really big, and I knew I'd have to dedicate a lot of time to it. But just from cutscenes I've seen, the story doesn't look that good. I mean, it just doesn't. But it looks really cool to play. Yeah, just seeing clips from it, it's like, damn, that's cool, you know?
Yeah. I want to give it a try. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
One day.
Left 4 Dead, I mean, that's a timeless classic. It will never go out of style. What a game.
Yeah. I mean, I like the kind of zombie games that are just like, where it's just like you and a couple friends like fighting waves.
Arcadey, right.
Yeah.
Black Ops zombies.
You know, you got called Black Ops Zombies, you got Killing Floor.
Yeah. Those slap. That's horror games, pretty much. Those slap.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one genre that just knocks my socks off. Sci-fi horror. Oh my god.
Sci-fi horror is... Honestly, I just like sci-fi in general.
Peak!
I think sci-fi is just
sci-fi
cool.
in general is peak. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. I just feel like sci-fi horror, you need like a second brain to operate that script. It's ridiculous. Jesus.
Oh yeah, because it's like you have to introduce people to this new world and make it scary.
Yep.
It's like, oh, whoa.
That's what it is. That's why Alien 1 was so good, because they just like, okay, we have an anamorphic blob. We have no idea what it does. Just roll with it. That's it. Yeah, work with the unknown here. It's perfect.
Yeah, I feel like sci-fi can be like, when it's done right, it's like some of the coolest shit ever. And then when it's bad, it's just generic.
Yeah, man. It does. It absolutely. I mean, you look at like Riddick, for example. That it ages terribly, right? But if you look at Pitch Black, just that version of Riddick's story that is very, very small in scale. Just guys trying to get off of a planet. That concept is timeless. While the CGI is definitely dated, that concept is timeless. And so in that kind of sci-fi realm, that film can still get like a solid 8 out of 10. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
But then you go to like a Matrix sequel, and it's like, you know, it's not bad, but I see the generico, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is, you know?
And when I think of like generic sci-fi, my brain kind of went, this might turn some people off, but my brain went to Detroit Become Human.
Ooh.
I think just the concept of it is generic.
We breaking some hearts.
I guess. I mean, I never finished it.
Can these androids really feel pain and emotion? Are they really people?
It's like it's like our androids people. I was like, okay, when haven't we seen that story done?
Yeah, didn't Fallout 4 ask this question? What's going on?
I feel like a lot of things have asked that question.
Real, you right. My bad. Can pets see feelings?
Can they hear colors?
Probably. Not gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised.
We don't know.
We don't know. The world may never know.
I would love to experience, just for like 10 minutes, how does a spider like see and feel the world?
Fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah, he gonna feel that world when I put the flamethrower up to that motherfucker. That's the truth. Let me tell you something.
But you would be the spider.
Bro, no.
For those 10 minutes.
I just see out of his eyes. That's it. That's all I gotta see.
You wouldn't want to be the spider?
Bro has like 100 eyes though, isn't that right? It's like it's like a grouped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got like 4 eyes.
Yeah, fuck that.
8 you might be thinking about fly. Fly has like a shit ton of eyes.
Flies, yeah, you're right. That's the flies. You know, fuck that.
I also want to know what it'd be like to be a fly, because when you open a door, they can't go. They can go anywhere but out the door.
Bro, right? Damn,
So
is there a gust of wind? You know what I mean? God damn it.
So it's like I got to be in their shoes for a bit, you know, because if I can just easily fly out the door, I'd be like, all right, so flies are just dumbasses.
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ. No, because then your IQ would have to drop to a fly to truly experience. That's it. That's it.
Man, I just want to like experience how like a spider experiences the world for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Like how do they know they can crawl up walls?
I'll be something.
Is it just a thing they can do?
I'll be a tiger for a day.
A tiger for a day would be pretty cool.
Actually, a bear. Actually, no, I don't want to be a bear. All those worms in their body, they're in pain 24/7. I don't need that shit. I don't want to be an elephant.
Nah, I wouldn't want to be an elephant.
I'll be a hippo. Nobody fucks with the hippo.
That's a good one. I was gonna say a giraffe.
Yo, you about to get
fight. I want to fight another giraffe.
You about to get taken out within 5 minutes, bro. That lion probably finna be on your ass, bro. Jesus Christ.
At least I didn't say a gazelle.
You right. Yeah. That's a deluxe. Oh, I want to be a Nile croc. Yeah, I want to be one of them. Be snatching people off the lake. You know what I mean? That's it. Or an anaconda. You know, one of those big 20-foot ones.
Ooh, yeah. If I could be a snake for a day, like, how do they move? Eating must be uncomfortable for them.
Bro.
Having to gobble shit down your throat?
Bro's got to give that Gok 5,000 for the rest of his life. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've seen how that's not comfortable at all. They got to break their jaws and shit just to get around the carcass.
Yeah, like, bro. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, me too. Shit. You get it.
Yeah. But, like, just to experience it, right? Just to be like, oh, so this is what it's like. You know, for like a day.
I'd be a frog, you know?
I feel like frogs are vibey.
Get some
hops. Just kind of be chilling.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd be a frog. I can't imagine being an ant. Fuck that.
Oh, an ant would be insane.
Going in the colony and then you see like all those series of tunnels and shit. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That should be cool.
That would be cool. Like, what if we had like a human-sized like ant colony? Like, not human-sized ants, but just the colony.
Yo.
Like, you could just walk through it.
Man.
Would that be a Chuck E. Cheese?
I'm sure. Nah, that'd probably be an Arby's. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it makes.
I said Chuck E. Cheese because I'm thinking like the playground.
Right, the playground. Right.
Yeah.
No, I just.
Like, was that the equivalent of an ant colony?
You just have to think about the fact that they're still in business. There has to be something underground. You know what I mean? Like, it's a front for the mob at this point. It can't be just a restaurant. It has to be a colony for ants.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like most of the stuff we drive by every day is like money laundering.
Let's think about that. You know what I mean? Like, think about Microsoft. They're not workers. They're fucking ants. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's the same thing with Arby's. They have to be.
They're fucking ants.
God damn it. They have to be. I'm convinced. I'm like, you can't convince me otherwise. Arby's employees are just ants in disguise.
I haven't been to an Arby's.
And then you got Tony Soprano sitting in the back with a fat cigar. He's an ant too.
Everyone's just an ant. I need to go to this universe where there's just ants everywhere.
Oh, fuck that. Nah, I don't need that shit. Yeah, that's an alien universe. I'm good.
Would I still be giant?
Oh, hell no. That's my thing, right? Is that imagine human-sized ants. Fuck that. Yeah. With those pincers. Oh, fuck that. See, that's not my cup of tea. Tú sabes.
Yeah.
What animal do you think you could beat in a fight?
Like, you talking hand to hand?
We're talking hand to hand combat. Who's getting the fatality in?
Like UFC octagon, like me and an animal.
We're talking Joe Rogan clutching the tits of the two commentators next to him kind of fight. You know what I mean?
Also, it'd have to be like a damn good fight too.
It'd have to be a damn good fight. You know, I would punch the shit out of a kangaroo. Not gonna lie.
That's a good pick.
I would go,
because they be boxing the shit out of people.
I'd go crazy on a kangaroo, bro. I'm being honest. I'd be hitting the Liu Kang stance, you know, with the hands in front of him. Whoa, and then fucking hit him with the kick. You know, it's like, damn, he's got legs too. Oh shit, yo, one of them kicks. That's all it is. That's all I need. How about you?
I gotta think on that, because I'm trying to like. Because I want to put on a show, right? I don't want it to be like an easy victory.
Right. So, like, don't choose gorilla.
Yeah, like, I can't pick a gorilla.
You can't choose a monkey in general. Like, even if they're like a fifth of your size, they're stronger than you. It's weird.
Yeah. Most predators are out of the equation, too. But then it's like, you know, how am I going to beat the shit out of like a giraffe?
A panda would fuck you up. Yeah, like a panda wouldn't fuck around.
The thing is, a panda probably wouldn't be trying to fuck you up either.
Yeah,
like they're trying to cuddle, but they just scratch you up.
That's what. No, not even scratch you up, bro. He's trying to cuddle, and then he just crushes your fucking rib cage because how strong he is. Yeah, by accident. He doesn't mean it. He just wants to hug, but he doesn't know how strong he is yet. Because he wasn't raised around humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a kangaroo was a good pick. I gotta pick something different from a kangaroo though.
Yo, imagine hitting the Sweet Chin music on a kangaroo. I'd pay money to see that shit. Oh, I just kicked Stan. You know what I mean? Like, I'd pay money to see that shit. Live in the Thunderdome. I gotta think of another one. I'd wrestle an alligator. Yeah, I'd wrestle one.
Yeah?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Can't be like a 10-foot one, though. I won't last. Like a solid 4 foot. I'd get in there.
A 4 foot?
Yeah, 4 foot.
You know what? Put me in a fucking UFC octagon with a goose.
Oh, shit. No. I got one better. Flamingo. Let's go. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Flamingo. We about to fuck up a flamingo, bro. Let's get him, baby. A peacock. I want to see it. No.
Crazy.
A full-grown turkey. Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. We about to
or
eat
you
some
could do like
Thanksgiving.
the shit from Rocky with the chicken.
Yeah, just catch him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Instead, you're just trying to punt the chicken, bro. Like, nah.
Yeah.
That's animal abuse.
That reminds me of that one fucking podcast clip where these two girls were doing like a Would You Rather. And it was like, would you rather fight a lion once a year? Or every time you get into your car, you have to fight a chicken? And then the girl with no hesitation was like, I'm taking the lion on.
What?
And the two dudes were like, you versus a lion?
Bro, you wouldn't survive, bro. What are you talking about?
And they're like, you have no faith in us. And it's just like, bro, we're men. And we said no to the lion. I forgot the name of that podcast, but that clip was funny as fuck.
You know what I'm thinking, bro? She probably thinks she finna be armed. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'll just bring a gun. It's like, no, that's not what she said. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you know, chickens are crazy. And it's like, just take the chicken out the fucking car.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Just grab the chicken.
Yeah, for real. Like, you don't even have to fight the chicken, bro. Just put him in the back seat, buckle him up. You know what I mean? It's all good.
And they're like, you got to get the door open. And the dude was like, is a chicken preventing me from opening a door? Like,
is it a British accent? It has to be.
No.
Oh my God.
They're American.
That would be even funnier if it was a British accent.
It's two girls and two dudes, and the two girls said they would fight the lion, and the two guys are like, "You're fucking crazy."
When you find that clip, send it to me. We gotta save that for later.
Yeah, I think I can send it. I think I can find that link pretty quickly. That shit is crazy. Oh yeah, it's a YouTube short. I already found it.
I just watched your unnecessary backflip. Wait.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Bro did a backflip for no reason.
I'm glad both of us are just watching this gameplay while we're having this conversation.
It's just in the background, you know what I mean? It's chilling. Bigger people like some footage here, because I don't think any of this, probably a couple of them are going to be clipped, but that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all good. This is our first podcast back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first podcast of the new year. You know what I mean?
2025, baby.
Should I tell them about the new addition to the podcast? Should I tell them if you're going to do it or not?
I think we should save it.
We'll save it. Yeah. We'll save it.
I think we should save it.
Absolutely. But it's very interesting. It's a very interesting addition.
Would you get pegged?
I mean... I don't... See, what I'm trying to consider is there actually a possibility I would ever be? Like, is there like a woman that I would allow that?
It'd have to be a damn fine woman.
Yeah.
to allow that.
You know? Because I heard that question asked before, and, like, a lot of people, like, the first fucking... Like, I'm serious. I don't know why this person's name is so synonymous with pegging, but apparently it's just how it is. Florence Pugh.
What?
I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know.
This is a first for me. First I'm hearing this. What the fuck?
I heard that shit. Now, would I do it? No, why the fuck? Why? It doesn't make sense. Have you asked other people that question?
No.
You say it's a first for you. It's like, yeah, because you just asked the question. Jesus Christ. No, I don't think.
Yeah, no. I stole that from another podcast I listened to earlier this week.
I just have to think about that. Like, how is that not gay? You know what I mean? How is that not?
Like, how can I twist it in a way that's not gay?
How is that not gay? You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to really think, because apparently that's just how some guys like it. You know what I mean? And, like, okay. Yeah. But why? Yeah.
I mean, apparently the guy's G-spot is in the prostate.
And so you just gonna let her hit it from the back? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, some people like that, I guess.
I mean, listen, it's your cake. You do you, boo boo. I'm just saying, it's a little weird for me. I don't know if I don't know if I could trust somebody like that. I'm being honest.
Yeah, there's a lot of trust that has to go into that.
You know what I mean? Like, it has to be the right day, the right temperature. You know what I mean? Like
daylight saving time.
Yeah. Women's Appreciation Day, or something like that, right? What do you think?
Yeah, the realms must align. You know, it's a lot of factors that go into it.
And I have to be fucking drunk, like, just for one pump. It won't be a whole move. That's the thing, right? It'll be one pump, and then I'll be like, all right, this ain't for me.
Exactly.
That's it.
There's too much that has to go into it.
Deadpool
so it's basically a no. It's a no.
It's us. Like, there's no possible way. Like, it would be a thing. It makes no sense. Jesus. And I could say doubly for, like... No, I'm not going to go there. All right, we're done. Yeah, I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm just like, where's he going with this?
This is YouTube. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean it.
If you guys would get pegged, let us know in the comments down below.
Make sure to like and subscribe, damn it.
And if you're a female listening to this, would you do pegging?
You know,
have you already pegged someone? Tell us your story.
I feel like that makes them powerful. You feel powerful, you know what I mean? Have you heard that
Probably.
one song? I got your daddy in the back. He's twerking and popping the pack. Have you heard that song?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, we're watching that right now. Oh shit. Oh, I don't know if I can actually. Fuck.
Yeah, your internet.
My internet's shit. All right, my bad. We're gonna put that video on our reaction list. You are gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it too. It's all good. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, like if pegging is a thing, it's got to be the girl's choice, right? Because there's no way the guy walks in and is like, I want to get pegged.
I want to get I want to get rammed from the back. Like, what? Wait, hold on, wait. Aren't you the man in the relationship? You know what I mean? What's going on?
Yeah, it's got to be for the women.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah.
You know what? That is a good question. I do want to put that. You know, I actually formally ask women. Have you ever pegged a man? And if so, who proposed the idea?
Tell us your story.
Thank you for listening.